Welcome back to Morrowind, Game of the Year Edition, and today we'll be continuing on with the Bloodmoon main quest. And we got the estate in the down at Raven Rock in the last episode. So basically we build the Factor's estate, so it's another house for us. We already have the stronghold in Bardenfell from the Telvanni quest, and now we have a second house in the Factor's estate in Raven Rock on Solstheim. Now, if we go back one page in our journal to look at what we picked up from the Heartfang, Ingar Icemane has been accused of theft by Rigmor Halfhand. Apparently, the theft is a grievous offense among the Skull. So we need to go and figure out who did what, essentially. Ingar Icemane has chosen death over exile. Heartfang would like me to investigate the accused and bring proof of the crime. So, we need to find Rigmor and Ingar.
Speak up.
So, let's see. Ingmar. That's not the right guy. Let's try this. He is a valiant warrior, no thief. Any of the Skull can tell you that. Anyone who would say different is a liar. He has always proven to be brave and true, and it is impossible to imagine that he would be capable of this crime. What about Rigmor? He is a clever one. He is wise and crafty, and perhaps for this he is not well liked. Still, he is of the Skull, and we must take his accusations seriously.
Speak up.
Alright, so let's see here. Ronrod.
What's your story?
Hagrid. Rigmor's hut. Go in here, talk to him. Yes, I understand you are investigating Ingar's theft. A terrible thing, but you were sent to investigate a crime. What can I do for you, Outlander? He had always been a valuable member of the Skull, but he is not a caring man. He leaves his lovely wife for weeks at a time while on hunt. He probably stole my furs because he wasn't able to provide enough for his family. Such a sad story. Alright. I can't understand why he would do such a thing. We, the Skull, give to each accordingly to need. If Icemane had needed more furs, they would have been provided, but instead he stole them from my home. It is difficult to explain. I feel sorry for his lovely wife, who will be left all alone. Alright, so he's mentioned the wife twice now.
I understand you are investigating Ingar Icemane's theft.
Acrobatics, okay. Ingmar.
On your way.
Honor guard.
You, who
Ingar.
want to be my judge, what would you ask of me?
I had no quarrel with Halfhand until this day. I thought him a friend to my family, to my wife, Reese Icemane, especially while I was on the hunt. He was known to keep counsel with her and others who remained in the village. And now this from him? She is my wife, a wise and beautiful woman. Her life is not an easy one, as I am often gone for weeks on a hunt. But she is strong, and our children will be fine warriors. Alright, so maybe we need to talk to this Reese. Let's see. Don't know. Maybe this lady.
What's your story?
She's a good woman, the wife of Ingar. She must be strong while her husband spends long weeks away on the hunt. Same as the last one, so. Also in the last episode as well, after I had done the estate and everything and cut the feet off, I did go by and get the the final piece of the Stallroom armor made. So we got the boots and the cuirass, and I also went and made a Stallroom dagger, and I believe I still have Stallroom left over, which I do. And I also made the rest of the bear armor and as much of the wolf armor as I could, which was only the boots and the glove. So I also did that just so that was out of the way. And when I run back to the factor's house, I will present all that armor to show what it looks like. You are the one who is to investigate a crime that has been blamed on my husband. How may I help you? He had been a good friend to me until this accusation. We had spent some time together, but now he has decided to ruin my family. Let's try making her like me more. Because she comes up in conversation too much for that to be awe. Maybe not. Ingar would never do such things such as this. He is a man of honor, and we want for nothing. I cannot imagine what would drive Rigmor to make such an accusation. Perhaps he is jealous of my husband, and these charges are meant to disgrace him. So let's see, we've got 2 updates. I have been told that many people doubt that Ingar would resort to any sort of thievery. He is a respected warrior and was known to be an honorable man. Risi has told me that she does not believe that her husband could possibly have done what he is accused of. She claims that Half-Hand is merely jealous of her husband and has trumped up these charges to disgrace him. Okay, well, let's go and talk to someone else.
On your way.
Let's see if we can get them to tell us anything different by making them like us. Same thing. Good woman. Same thing. The accusation of Rigmor Half-Hand is made against Ingar. A terrible situation. Okay, well...
Hail and welcome, friend.
I didn't talk to Ingmar about
You
investigation.
who ought to be my judge. What would you ask of me?
I know what I am accused of, and I know that it is a lie. I have no need for the furs of Rigmor. I am a Skald warrior. My honor and the honor of the Skald are my life, and I will bear this injustice as any warrior should, with dignity. Alright, so...
You are the one who is to investigate a crime that has been blamed on my husband. How may I help you? Yellow Book of Riddles. Big children and a note. Letter from Rigmor to Risi. Well, that wasn't obvious. Dearest Risi, why will you not see me? You know how I feel, and I know you feel the same about me. Please, simply consent to speak to me. Just a word, a moment with you would ease my soul. If I cannot be with you, I will have to resort to something drastic. Please consider your feelings. Your husband is away for weeks at a time, with no consideration for your needs. I have always been there for you, and I always will be. We should be together, dear Risi. R.H. Found a note that suggests Rigmor and Risi had recently had an affair. I should show this note to Risi and speak with her about this issue. So can I take it without... Maybe I can take it without it triggering something. Her attacking me or something. His words can be like honey. You saw the letter he wrote me. It may be the reason he has brought that accusation against my husband. You have found the letter, have you not? It is true that Rigmor and I had a brief affair, but that has ended. He refuses to let me go, though.
I fear that he has caused this trouble just to get rid of Ingar. You must put a stop to this. My husband is a good man and does not deserve this fate. Okay, so she had an affair with him. Although Reese ended their relationship, Halfhand has continued to pursue her affections. I should speak with Rigmor about this situation. Okay, so let's run to Rigmor.
Welcome, Brett.
I wonder what would happen if I talked to Ingar.
Speak on.
But I don't. Let's go over here. You found that letter, but why would... This is an outrage. I only wanted the woman. Why did that fool have to choose the wolves? He could have simply left, and she and I could have been together forever. You know my crime, and I know you must tell Heartfang. Let us go to him, and I will accept my fate. Alright, so he's going to give up freely? Confronted with the evidence I've gathered, Halfhand admitted to his prior relationship with Reese, and also admitted that he accused Ingar with the crime to force him out of the Skull camp. You were to investigate a crime. Have you done this? So, Halfhand has invented this tale of theft over a woman? By the Allmaker, this will not go unpunished. By Skull tradition, making a false accusation carries the same penalty as the crime that is claimed. In this case, either exile or death by sacrifice to the wolves. The verdict is yours to decide. Let's see here. What is exile? Halfhand would be forced to leave the Skull village, never return. None of the Skull will hunt him, but neither will they offer him aid. Even in his most dire need, he will be dead to the tribe until the end time. The verdict is yours. Make your choice. What about sacrifice to the wolves? The more honorable death, perhaps. The Cainlorn, the ceremonial wolves of the tribe, would be summoned by the shaman, and Halfhand would be fed to them. In that way, his spirit will be purified and reborn, perhaps to a better life than this one that he has chosen to throw away. It is up to you. The verdict is yours to decide. Well, since he says it's more honorable death, let's go for sacrifice. Halfhand must be exiled permanently from the Skull, or he must be fed to the ceremonial wolves. Which have you chosen? Feed him to the wolves. To the wolves, then. You have shown mercy, Nomad, allowing him to die with his honor. Perhaps you have some wisdom after all. Lead the prisoner outside that he may accept his sentence. The shaman will summon the Cainlorn to perform their function, but first accept this token. It is unlikely, but perhaps you too can be more like the wolves we revere. Helm of Wolf's Heart. Well, I have nothing to say. My time is done. It's not that great, but it is what it is. And there he goes.
What's your story? You have cleared my name and restored my honor. What can I do? You will die where you stand.
And there he goes. And there goes the wolves. Alright, poor Rigmor. Oh well. At least he kept his honor, right?
You have cleared my name and restored my honor. What can I do for you, my friend?
There is no Rigmor. He is dead to the Skull. She has made mistakes, but she is a good woman. I will need to pay more attention to her, at least she stray again. Do not blame her for this, though. I blame the situation on Half-Hand. What a... Ah... He is just... He's whipped. He's whipped. He's like Will Smith at the Oscars. Alright, so let's go.
Well, showing your loyalty and wisdom.
Let's just keep going. Loyalty and wisdom. So we've done the wisdom now, or the wisdom test of wisdom portion. Now we're gonna move on to the strength. There's one thing further I will require of you. Now you must prove your strength as a warrior. So let's prove our strength now. I wish for you to travel to Lake Fajaldi. I will mark it on your map. Seek out Korst Windeye, who has traveled there already. He will give you further instructions. Look for him on the northern shore of the lake. Northern shore of the lake. And we're going to find Korst, the shaman. Alright. Let's see. It's right there, so we're actually going to take this time to go on and unload back in Raven Rock. And you'll see kind of the setup. So, here's our estate. There's the trader. But, nice little place. You know, see, do we have anything to sell? Doesn't look like we have anything to sell offhand. So, just go in here and drop everything. Which, I will pick up the glass armor. So as you can see, I have glass, or not glass, ice on the table. There's my helmet from earlier in the game. Some of my earlier armor, magical weapons, wolf and bear armor. And then upstairs, there's some of the rest of the special stuff. So I'm going to go and pick up the bear armor. And I'll put it on so you can see what it all looks like together. I don't have all the wolf yet, so I'm not going to bother with the wolf. But I am going to do the ice armor as well. Guess I'll throw on the shield as well with it. I look like a giant block of ice, basically. But that's the full suit of Stahlrim armor. Pretty cool looking, but not as good as all the other stuff we got. So, and now we'll do the snow bear armor. Take the shield off. And the snow bear armor has the resist frost attributes, or constant effect. So that's the snow bear armor. Once again, it's a cool looking uniform, or I mean armor suit, but the we still have better armor. So like the ice armor is much better than it is. So gonna go on and put all the other armor back on, which we put on our legendary stuff. And then our ice armor that we wore. Alright. Now we'll just go to dropping this armor back in some way that looks like I tried. And wolves, I have the boots, and that last glove. Alright, so we got a little bit more armor here. As you can see, we got the bow on this little chair. Put that wolf mask there. Let's see, anything else? Nope, I don't think so. If I ever need money, I can just turn that in, which I won't, but nonetheless, if I needed to. And I think that's everything, so let's make our way on back up to the Lake Flajaldi now. But that's how I set that up. Had all the ice armor and everything, and I have the Stahlrim dagger now as well, which I will use this to fight the Reiklings, so that they don't kill me with their reflect. Or not the Reiklings, but the riding ones, the ones on the pigs. They're still Reiklings, but I think they call it something else, Reikling warriors or something. Well, Draugr, that's pretty good. Exclusive restore health and lesser soul gem. Very nice. Wasn't a lesser soul, darn it. seems like she summoned a bone walker. So probably got my stats hit there. Definitely did. So gotta restore strength real quick. Alright, and they said Heartfang said he was on the north side. Which, that's different. Sets the ice on fire, looks like. Alright, well I did see an entrance on the map there, so it's probably going to be something under the water. There he is, so I'm going to go and rest, get my magicka back. Hey, Korst. Ah, you've arrived. These are strange times, my friend. I am unsure what magic is being worked to cause such a disturbance on the lake, but you were sent here to prove your strength. Fire from water, flame through ice. Strange indeed. Heartfang believes that a Draugr lord who lives beneath the lake is the source of this, but I am not certain. I fear that this could be a sign of the Bloodmoon prophecy, though I pray for to the Allmaker that is not so. Alright, Bloodmoon prophecy, Draugr. Once they were warriors much like the Skull, trapped and hungry on this island. They feasted on the flesh of their fallen comrades, which is a crime against nature. The Allmaker cursed them with undeath, forever doomed to walk the land in search of more of the flesh of man to consume. That kind of tells a different story than what they tell in Skyrim, I believe. So prove your strength. Heartfang has sent you here to show your strength, your ability to survive in the harshest of conditions. Beneath the lake, there are series of ice caverns. In one of those caves, you will find Aesliip, a Draugr lord. Heartfang believes he is the one responsible for the disturbance in the lake. Aesliip and Bloodmoon prophecies. From what I have read in the histories, Aesliip was once a powerful mage who delved in necromancy. As a result of these dark magics, he was made a Draugr, but he retains much of his immense power. You are to kill this creature and perhaps end this madness. Take care with this task, Nomad. This situation seems odd to me. It is an ancient prophecy, one that I hope is but a myth. It tells of a time when the moon above will turn blood red, and the wolves that walk like men will walk the land. That the prophecy tells of other signs that precede the blood moon, but they are not all easily interpreted. Let us speak about this at another time. For now, you are to prove your strength.
What of Aesliip, my friend?
Aesliip. Search out the ice caves below. Once there, I should find Aesliip, a powered Draugr lord. Alright. So let's go find this Draugr lord, and then we will probably start the Blood Moon prophecies and become the chosen one the second time. So this is on fire. Maybe it won't kill me to jump into it. And it didn't. So there's the entrance.
Caves of Fajalding. Bone Wolf and a regular Draugr. Alright. There we go. Alright, so dead end. Got some weird noises going on though if you listen. Let's see here. Aesliip's lair. So that's probably where we're supposed to go. So we're gonna go explore the rest of this cave first, of course.
Alright, now off to Aesliip's lair. Before we go in, of course, we'll rest, get our magicka back up. Seems like everything is a lot level 50 now. So he's down here on the right. You are brave or foolish to enter this place, Breton, but I sense a bit of wisdom in you, perhaps. I might kill you where you stand, were you to try to keep me from my task, but there are more dangerous things in these caves than this poor soul. Let's see your story. I was once a mage of the people who call themselves the Skull. I was powerful, mortal, perhaps powerful beyond their reckoning, but I strayed. I delved into black arts, became learned in the ways of necromancy. When this was discovered, I was cast out by my people. Alone, I wandered this place. I continued to learn what I could of the ways of the living flesh and the energies that animate. I became a summoner. I communicated with the Daedra. Oh, it was then I learned of their mechanizations, their plans to destroy my people. A group of frost Daedra had taken up residence deep in the bowels of this island. I thought at first that it was my doing, that I had somehow summoned these fiends, but they were beyond my abilities. I learned that they would wipe this island clean of life, slaughter my people, and all we held dear. I knew I must act. I tried to warn my people, but I was an empty voice to them, as though I were dead. So I used my magic to erect a barrier deep in this ice, strong enough to contain these Daedra and keep them from overrunning the island. The barrier held. For years I maintained it, but I grew old, and I knew that my death would mean the death of all life on Solstheim. My life had to be extended, so I used my knowledge of the black arts, and I turned myself into the creature you see before you, a Draugr, eater of flesh. But my life was infinite. I could keep the barrier intact, so that my people might survive. And now you appear. To kill me, perhaps? You may have the power, but perhaps you have greater purpose here. So he's not actually evil. Fight with me, brethren. Together we might vanquish these creatures, send them back to their unholy plane. I will lower the barrier, and we will cleanse the land of this scourge. Okay, so we have a choice here. We can either fight with him or kill him, it seems like. So, let's, well, I'm not honor bound. I'm not a Nord, so let's actually help him then. Well, yeah, let's help him. This is wise. I will lower the barrier that keeps the demons at bay. You and I will be victorious, as the lives of all those above are forfeit if we are not. Nothing must keep me from it. And then I go and summon like a ton of Daedra with the guy watching. So that's kind of funny. Alright, so how do I get there? I guess it's this way? And there we go, barriers down. Alright, so I actually killed off of my my game froze and like went wrong. Something went wrong. So I had to reload. And what I did, I went on and killed off my companions here. Where did Aesliip go? Not come through. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Come on. There he is. But killed off my companions because I don't want them accidentally killing Aesliip. So killed them off, and now we're gonna go down and kill these dire frost astronauts. Caligony ring. Okay. And Flame Eater Root. That's not bad. It's not terrible. Ain't good. Since we can, we'll go on and rest as well. Get our magicka back. Aesliip is behind us still. So whenever you attack these things and they start casting magic, they like to back up too. So whenever you're fighting those, it's kind of like when we're fighting Ash slaves in the main game, in the main quest. Get them backed up against a wall so that they can't keep moving away from you, especially if you're using an on touch spell like I do. Like Burning Finger is an on touch spell, so it means I have to be standing right next to the enemy to hit them. Alright, and that should be the last of them right over there. Get on up to it. Aesliip and I have defeated the last of the Frost Daedra. It is done. My time is over. You have done a service here today, both to me and to the people of this island. Now I may rest. Before I go, take this. May you have the strength of will to continue your own journey. He gave me his ring. Okay, and he died. When the last of the Daedra fell, Aesliip realized that his task was finally complete, and he was relieved of his undead state. Before he died, he gave me a magical ring. Oh, such a good Draugr. Let's check out his ring. Fortify willpower and magicka. That is a good ring. Very good ring, actually. So we'll put it on. We're going to keep Ring of Azura, and we'll take Moon and Star off. That extra magicka will help us cast more spells. Alright, now we just need to run out of here and talk to Korst. After years of holding back these frost astronauts from his people, he finally has succeeded in defeating them. The good Draugr. I wonder what Korst will have to say about it if we get to tell him what Aesliip was doing. Wonder how many Draugr I'm gonna have to kill leaving here. If any, actually, since it doesn't look like I've seen any yet. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna have to kill any. Wait, which other way? Alright, and we're under the lake. So we gotta remember to go up. And can we get out? No? Okay. So maybe swim over here. Alright, and that's where we're going to call it an episode. Thank you for watching, and we'll continue by turning this quest in to Proof of Power in the next episode. See you then. Peace.